Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lisha. This is my 10th year teaching, and I currently teach first grade here in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to my classroom tour. So coming in from the hallway, of course, we have our amazing work outside of our classroom. As my students come in the morning, they see this. I'm so glad you are here. Welcome to our classroom. They get 1 squirt of hand sanitizer before completing their morning routine. This first set of cubbies holds all of my math manipulatives. That is money without a label. The free set that I purchased the free set I got off of TPT did not have money, so I need to create one for that. As well as Rec and Recs, more Rec and Recs. And I have one for 100 charts, but I didn't print it at the time because I didn't have a place for my 100 charts. These are my students with even numbers, student numbers, or class numbers. These are their cubbies. In their cubbies, they have their pencil box, their writing workbook, their math journal, and their headphones. Some of them have an extra journal in there as well. Coming around to this side, we have our tall trash can. We have some decor at the top. I just changed this book. It used to have What Would Danny Do School Day, but you'll see where that's located later. Some faux plants from Target. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. This first shelf, this is our literacy program, Benchmark Literacy. So these are the guided reading components, some writing papers that I need to file away, my guided reading, guided math, social studies weekly plans, my teaching portfolio, and this is my RTI binder. Under here is my Handwriting Without Tears, teacher's workbook or teacher's manual. Second row, just some reading, some books that I've accumulated over the years for professional development. First grade Lucy Calkins writing, my treasure chest. I let them get treasures out of here for their birthdays. And this is our fire and drill safety folder that I keep by the door. Coming down to the next shelf, this is where I keep their weekly work packets. So as I grade stuff, I put it in here, and then I fill up their weekly work packets on Thursdays when I stay late so that they could be ready to go home the next week. Here is the fact fluency to 5, to 10, and to 20. These are early finisher activities. This is just writing the numbers 1 to 20 right now. This one is a color by number. And this one is some number puzzles, just if they finish their independent practice in their math folder early. And down here is where our math tubs live. It's been great keeping them here. Coming around to this side, this is where I keep my easel every day. So I got this easel off of Amazon, and the link for it can be in the description box below. I spray painted the handles of the baskets gold and spray painted the baskets white. All of it came green, as you can see right here, because I didn't do such a good job on that side. Such is life. Down here, I'm just keeping my calendar and weather pieces because I didn't have anywhere to keep them up there because I didn't buy a holder. I also have some pointers, some magnetic pointers that I was going to use for my schedule on the board, but it's unnecessary because who's going to move those? Extra crayons. I found my magnetic base tin box that I was going to use for the days in school, but I only have, as you can see, the ones units. Still don't know where the tens are, so we're just doing tally marks. Coming back down to the children's eye level, I have their writing binders on this cart that I purchased, and I just put that vinyl on there myself. We are starting with Writer's Workshop completely. They are starting their own draft writings this week. Over here, this is my reading cubicle, as I like to call it, or reading cubes. So these are early finisher activities when they have to do word work or work on writing. So I've shown these in a previous video, but we have make a card, draw and write, picture this. That is all stuff that they can work on after they finish with work on writing in their folders. Then you have heart words. Then you have list, which I still haven't put the label there. They can make a list of stuff they like. You got handwriting, which is currently empty right now because I haven't printed those practice sheets from our curriculum because we just got access like last week. Writing prompts. This was a struggle because I had kids take all of these out instead of just taking one and a piece of paper and writing about it. So this or that is really popular. They love these this or that sheets. They love to take one out, color the one that they like, and then write about it. And then how-to writing hasn't gotten really popular yet. The same one has been here this entire time. They never choose that. They like to choose opinion writing, and draw. Now picture this. They like to choose draw and write. So they just like to draw something and then write about it, or make a card. But with make a card, they're not practicing their writing. They're just drawing. For word work, we have heart words with these poppets, but I don't know where the cards are that are supposed to be in here to go with the worksheets. Then other early word work finishers, we have bananagrams, which is a cult favorite. L-blend dominoes, those will be changed out. These are all L-blends. Then we have some beginning sound practice, some more L-blends, ending sound practice, some more L-blends, some more beginning sound practice, and medial sound practice. Moving up, I have a box of tissue here for easy access from the carpet, my secret stories book, another display. This one says goodbye summer, hello autumn, because we worked with seasons and the weather. Some more books that were read alouds. This is where I keep my odd numbers. Oh, these folders look crazy. If they are odd number, they come to the front to get their reading and math folders. And you'll see where the even numbers go. And the reason I have them separated is so that everybody's not congested. The traffic's not congested all in one place. Calendar right here. You guys, I don't know why. I have like pressed these out, relaminated them, like brought it all the way to the corner edge, and they still loop like that. I don't know why. So I just don't worry about it anymore. I only require them to write this on their paper because of time anyway. How I do class jobs, I just have 2 teacher assistants, and I write their number there when they're the class assistant, the teacher assistant, and then I have 2 people who work on the cleanup crew. Another faux plant, our class signs. This has been like this for 2 years now, and I just haven't had the time to reprint it. But as you see, there's a picture, so they know what that is. It's for tissue. And I need to add one for done. They do this when they're done. So I want to talk to you about like the whole group stuff that we do on the carpet together. So right here behind me, I sit on this stool and I kind of like teach the carpet that way. But this section over here beside me is all math whole group stuff. And we do our math mini lesson, and they need all of these materials and manipulatives to work on it. So it was just easier to keep a set here, and then when I need to get like the other manipulatives over there, then one of my teacher assistants will just bring it over. And I showed that I bagged that stuff up, but here's a clip right here just in case that wasn't left in the last video of how I bagged up the manipulatives, so it's easy for the student teachers to just pass out. So just going through what we've got, we always need our erasers and our whiteboards. This basket up here holds the markers. This is where I'm keeping clipboards, mini clipboards. It's aesthetically pleasing with those baskets right there instead of having the clipboards everywhere. And in here, just some math manipulatives. In here we have chalk and sponges and more 100 charts. The chalk and the sponges go with these boards right here. So as I was saying, the chalk and the sponges go with these boards, and this comes from our handwriting curriculum, Handwriting Without Tears. I have been dying to use this curriculum. Like, I've heard about it years and years ago, but I've been dying to like use it with fidelity. But there is a piece of the curriculum where they have to do like a wet, dry, right? So they have to write like the letter or the word on the chalkboard. Then they take the sponge and trace it and make it wet. Then they dry trace it, and then they write it again. So I think that's really neat. So that's what the sponges and the chalk is for. And as you can see, that has just fallen down. So we'll get to that section of the room next. So, excuse me, I have 2 boards in my room, okay? This board is pretty busy, but I'll walk you through it. On this left side, I have objectives. So basically the I can statements. And as you saw, reading belongs up there, but it fell off. Such is life, right? We have reading content. Content is science and social studies. Then we have math. Then over here, we're keeping track of the number of books that we've read. This is keeping track of like books I actually read aloud to the kids, and not like books that we've listened to online or things like that. Books that I've actually read aloud and that we have like discussed in class or used for instruction. Puzzle Wars is my behavior management strategy that I've incorporated this year. This is my first year using it, and I borrowed this from a teammate of mine So how it works is they have a goal and then they choose a reward. This is the boys' side. This is the girls' side. So they are warring against each other. So that's how Puzzle Wars works. As you can see, the girls had more puzzle pieces than the boys last week. So they won the reward of Stinky Feet tomorrow, which is them just being able to rock their shoes off all day. This is the middle. This is my early release reminder that on early release days, we have specials at this time, lunch at that time, recess at that time. On this side, I keep the schedule. No, I haven't printed one for handwriting yet. Is that important? No, it's a-okay. The kids have been reading it just like that. So I just change it based on what we're doing throughout the course of the day. Our specials go here. And yeah. Staying with the front of the room, this is where I teach writing or writer's workshop. So this is my document camera. This is the top of that math cube shelf. And this is where my paper is. Because I sit in this corner right here, because this is where all of the cords from the smart board are running all the way back here and up through this little area. And this is the cord that powers all of this, and this. That's why I can't move it anywhere else. I would prefer to have been on that side of the carpet, but it is what it is. So this has moved from over here because I would have to be backwards having the document camera here and the kids are here. So I moved it here so that I could sit sideways, face the kids, and still, write. And then they can see what I'm doing. Over here, we have our desktop computers and a bulletin board that honestly I haven't finished, and I've been thinking about taking it down. Like, I kept looking at it all week and I was like, you should just take it down, because I honestly don't know what I'm going to put up there. So you may not see it ever again after this video. But these are our desktop computers. This is where the kids come during math rotations. I have some on their laptop, some on the desktop. But pretty much that was only to see how that would work. But now pretty much all of them get on their laptops, except for kids who have issues with their laptop. They come over here. My calming area / campsite. I had all these big dreams of posting calming campsite or calm campers and all of that on the wall. This ended up being a birthday display. They have messed up the border right there because they play so rough over here. They think they're really camping, but they love to come over here when they're supposed to do their reading responses or quiet reading, to sit over here with a book buddy or to sit inside and just read. My kids turn in their snacks in the morning in here. I had planned to label this with my Cricut, but in a previous video I showed you all that didn't work out so well. Their backpacks, I keep saying I'm gonna number the hooks, even on the front, odd on the back, but I just haven't gotten around to it, and it hasn't been a problem. They put their lunch boxes up here in the morning so that it's easy for them to grab snacks in there. And then I just went with this as our wall decor. Isn't it so cute? This is my current writing wall, and it just has their writing goals, what writers can write, how to write, what they can write about, And these are just some cards for the beginning of the school year for words that they should be using in their narrative writing for the beginning of the school year. This is the Crayon Hotel. Another place to get tissues. They turn in their take-home folders, pencils ready to write, pencil sharpener that only I use, pencils that need to be sharpened. My even number friends can get their cubbies are here. Same thing, handwriting journals, math journal, headphones, pencil box, and some random papers that I don't know why are stuffed in some of theirs. And these are our STEM morning tubs. Counting bears, dominoes, Legos, links, colored tiles, pattern blocks. I don't know what these are called, and that's why they don't have a label. But in the morning when they finish, oh, those are Jenga in there. But in the morning when they're finished their morning worksheets to start warming up their brain, they can come and get a tub. And I use these because I want them to play cooperatively in the mornings instead of using like pencil boxes for all of these. Plus, I don't have anywhere to put all of that stuff. So this was just making good use of the storage that I had without having to purchase anything else. My library. The library is a place near and dear to me in my classroom. It took me a while to become a literacy fanatic because I've been a math person so long. For those of you who are OGs, you know that my channel used to be called The Maniac Math Teacher because I used to teach upper elementary math. So it became a love of learning about literacy and how literacy is affected in all subjects. And so this is like the pride and joy of my classroom, and I can't wait to set it up every year. So I can't wait to show you exactly how it's being used currently in my first grade classroom. So how reading in the Good Readers Nook or the library works is that they choose a book from this shelf or this shelf. Up here I have Mo Willems character books, Kevin Hinks, and some miscellaneous fiction. Or they can choose an easy level reader from down here because this is first grade. And then I have some National Geographic and Scholastic nonfiction books down here as well. They choose a book to read. Once they finish choosing a book, instead of having them come and try to put them back over here because the numbers are not correct for the books that are inside, but the labels still match the books that are inside. So instead of them having to put it back, I have a basket where I just have them put the books at the end of the day, and then at the end of the week I put them back where they belong. So this is the basket where I have them return their books. And I'm sitting on the futon right now, and this is the coffee table. So there's some more of those chalkboards down there. But this is the basket where I have them return their books. And whatever books that they get from over there, they put back in here. And at the end of the day, I put the books back on the shelf where they belong. Except for these. These are kind of like the books that will stay in the basket for them to read. Okay. Up here, we have some books that these are nursery rhymes, fairy tales, and folk tales. These are books that I need to get to quickly. Social, emotional, kindness. These are not miscellaneous fiction. These are Dr. Seuss books. I just had no other label for it at the time. So those are books that I might need to get to quickly for literacy purposes. And these are my read aloud books up here, the ones I've already pulled. This is going to be books that I need to put on display next. For example, it's September, so on the 15th starts Hispanic Heritage Month. So I have all of my Hispanic Heritage books already pulled and ready to put on display. Like right now we have How to Write a Story and Ralph Tells a Story. So those will be switched out. But then we have my read aloud books on either side. And this is just here because it's the only purple one I have, and I thought it was cute there. So this is my guided reading / guided math area. So this is where I meet with my students during small group. What I have on the table is their dry erase board for guided reading. And we use this side when we're working with words. And we use this side when we're doing any spelling or have them doing any other type of writing. In their tray, they have a dry erase marker, an eraser, and a pen. We haven't gotten to using the pens yet because we haven't started working in their journals. This is my guided reading, guided math card. On top, I have sight word bingo and some magnetic letters. And under that, I have some trays for using magnetic letters with. Down here, I have my guided math whiteboards. We're reviewing place value in some of our groups. And then on the other side is just white. The last row has their guided reading journals. And I need better organization of this, yes. But what I plan to do is cut each journal in half, or take them to get cut in half, so that I can put them in the cart by their group. This is my current setup of my furniture. Not the same as it was in my last classroom setup video or any of the classroom setup videos from this school year, because when we did COGAT, I had to pull the tables apart a bit, and I actually liked this better, so I kept it here. If you can't tell, I am super proud of the classroom environment that I have created this year. This is some of the best work that I have created yet. I'm so glad that you all joined me on this journey. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this type of content, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to click that bell for notifications of when I upload.